Mayor Ron Andrews with the Mayor's Minutes from the June 16th Auburn City Council meeting. During City Manager's communications, there was a board vacancy announcement for the Green Space Advisory Board. There are 2 positions available. These terms begin August the 8th and they go through 2030, so they are 4-year terms. If you're interested in the Green Space Advisory Board, please go to the city's website, read about everything, the decisions that they make and how often that they meet, and if you're sincerely interested, then fill out an application and we will consider that in August. Under contracts and agreements, City Council approved a contract with Azteca Systems for CityWorks software. This is for our licensing and permitting software. This is an annual renewal. City Council approved a partnership with the Frazier Lanier Company, and they were designated as the underwriter for the Series 2026 warrants. This revolves around the new Plains High School and debt that will be issued later this year. The City Council approved a temporary parking agreement for the Mark. This is with Landmark Properties. This is for a new development between Wright Street and Toomer Street. And the City Council approved a one-time payment for the Retirement Systems of Alabama for retirees for the City of Auburn. This is $74,000 to be spread out amongst all of our city employees who are receiving RSA retirement. Under ordinances, the City Council discussed and ultimately changed Section 13.4, which is the discharge of weapons. This will allow weapons to be discharged in a conditional approval in planned unit developments. That was discussed during the meeting because of Noble Hall being brought forward to the City Council. Noble Hall is the historic property located on Shelton Mill Road in Auburn. It has been formerly owned by the Real Estate Foundation of Auburn University, and now Mr. Warren Jolly, who was chosen through an RFP process, will be rehabbing Noble Hall and be developing this property. And so annexation of approximately 64 acres that are in a land trust was brought into the City of Auburn. There was a rezoning of that 64 acres plus the original 54 acres into a planned unit development, where the City Council approved an agreement with Mr. Jolly that had been worked on with the staff here at the City of Auburn. And we're very excited about this. Mr. Jolly will be completely rehabilitating Noble Hall. He will be rehabilitating the other structures on the property, as well as adding a few more structures on the property. This is going to be a great addition to our community, and we're very excited and thankful for the rehabilitation of Noble Hall. It will be certainly a shining star in the City of Auburn and something we're very proud of, and right across the street from Ann Pearson Park. This will be following the wishes of Miss Pearson as she bequeathed this property and this house to the Auburn University Real Estate Foundation at her passing, and we're very honored to participate in making sure that her wishes are continued for. Continuing with ordinances, the City Council changed the Section 8.5, which is the display of political signs. Due to a Supreme Court case from a couple of years ago, the city was no longer allowed to enforce the political sign ordinance. It was on the books, and so this has been repealed. We certainly hope that all of our potential elected officials will do right by the City of Auburn and make sure that their signs are put in the accurate locations and cleaned up after their elections are over with. If you've got any questions about that, please don't hesitate to let us know. Franchise agreement was approved with Vero Fiber Network. Under traffic control and devices, the City Council established a no parking zone. This is for on-street parking on the west side of Ivy Lane around a cul-de-sac. The City Council postponed until July 7th a consideration of no parking on Reese Avenue and Marion Circle. City Council will spend some more time studying this as we move towards the July 7th meeting. City Council approved an annexation of approximately 0.77 acres. This property is located at 775 Lee Road 84, which is Pear Tree Road. Under resolutions and conditional uses, the City Council approved an expansion of C&J. This is located at 229 T Court. We're excited about C&J's expansion and the square footage and new employees that they'll be adding to their plan. City Council approved a commercial and entertainment use for Bash Reformer and Pilates. This property is located at 237 North Gay Street. City Council approved Christ Presbyterian Church. This property will be located on North College Street across from Pine Hills Avenue, right next to St. Michael's Catholic Church. The City Council postponed until July 7th the consideration of the Collegiate Condotel. There'll be more work done on this, and this will be brought forward back to the City and the City Council on July the 7th. City Council approved industrial use for property located at Biltmore Lane and Haygood Court. This is 156,000 square feet. This is building one of the new Cut and Wolf plant, and we're excited about Kettenwolf. This was announced a couple of months back, and this is their first building in Auburn, and we welcome them to Auburn and look forward to working with Kettenwolf. City Council approved a road service use for a car wash of the New Day Car Wash, property located at 2865 East University Drive. City Council also approved the expansion of the Sohan plant, Sohan Plant 3. This property is located at 3100 Haygood Court. They are making a 258,000 square foot addition to their plant. We're very excited and thankful for Sohan. They've been a part of our community for many years now, and their continued expansion and hiring of our citizens to work in their plant we're very excited about. And the City Council approved the performance residential use of the Shelton Mill Townhomes. This is Phase 5 at 600 Shelton Lane. They will be taking down the original townhomes that are very, very old, almost 50 years old, and rebuilding a new set of townhomes right there on Shelton Road. We're very excited about that. Under contracts and agreements, City Council approved a commercial development agreement with Zozo's Kitchen. This new restaurant will be located at 1433 Opelika Road. They'll be making a $2 million investment into our community, and the city has worked out a commercial development agreement with Zozo's. We're excited about having them return to our community. They were formerly here as Zoe's Kitchen. City Council approved a contract with JLD Enterprises for the West Magnolia Storm and Sewer Replacement. This will be occurring on West Magnolia Avenue from North Donahue Drive to Thomas Street. This will take up most of the rest of the summer. I encourage you to think clearly about going down West Magnolia Avenue. We need to get this project done before fall semester starts and football season starts here in Auburn. City Council approved a concurrence with the Industrial Development Board for Vulcaflex. This is a set of incentives for Vulcaflex to come to Auburn, as well as tax abatements for Vulcaflex. This will be announced later this week from the governor's office, but we are very thrilled about having Vulcaflex in our community. We're excited to introduce you to them later on this week. And then finally, the City Council approved the annual Community Development Block Grant Action Plan. This has been worked with public hearings and stakeholders in our community. Auburn is an entitlement city that receives money annually from HUD and is dispersed to needed causes in our community, and we're very excited about that. Under Mayor's announcements, I want to say thank you to the Auburn Board of Trustees for hosting me for an annual city report recently. I believe this is another signal to the consideration and the interest that our university and our city have in working well together. I want to say congratulations to the Auburn men's golf team for winning another national championship. We are very, very proud of you. Thankful also to East Alabama Health for hosting recently a Cancer Survivors Picnic. It was great to be a part of that picnic along with Opelika Mayor Eddie Smith and celebrating the great lives and the courage of many of those in our community that have fought hard against that dreaded disease. I want to say thank you to everybody that was involved in hosting the soccer game recently between Argentina and Iceland. It was a very difficult day with a major storm event 2 hours before the game started, but we got it done. Our public safety team, our public works team, and many people in the city of Auburn and Auburn University and the athletic department made a special night occur in Auburn under very difficult times. And I believe our community and our university has been recognized for their hospitality and their kindness and their hard work through this event, and we look forward to what this will bring in the future. Before we get together, July 4th will come. We celebrate the creation of our wonderful country that we live in. And on that day, many people from the city of Auburn will be working hard and giving up their free time to provide a fireworks show for all of our entertainment. I want to say thank you to those people that work for the city of Auburn, particularly public safety, Parks and Rec, Public Works, who will be once again sacrificing time away from their families so that they can help us enjoy the fireworks show that night. And then this weekend is Father's Day. Congratulations to all you dads out there that are doing the hard work to raise your family and to be positive influences on your children. It's every bit of your time is worth it for your kids. And so thank you to all the great dads out there. Happy Father's Day. This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes.